Hi guys, hope you guys are doing well. In this video, we are going to talk about the career line of Indian taxation versus US taxation, which is better, which option you should choose as a fresher, whether you should choose Indian taxation because you are an Indian, whether you should choose US taxation because it has the huge growth. So the discussion between will be between the US taxation versus Indian taxation, the job opportunities, the career growth, the promotion, the salaries, everything which we will discuss in this video will be regarding US versus India taxation. Well guys, my name is Susadeep. I work at US taxation for last 5 years and I have been helping you guys to get job in US taxation and any other finance job as well. Okay, so without wasting any time, let's start the video. Please do not skip any part of this video because you will miss the gist of this video if you skip any part, because I will talk in details in this video regarding US taxation versus Indian taxation. First, let's talk about Indian taxation. Okay, in Indian taxation, you can always get a job after the BCom and MBA also, or after the MCom. You can start with the return filing. You can get job at CA firm where you will be supposed to file return for the individuals. Okay, for the financial year of any year which you are currently into. Okay, there you can start job, but the salary which will be starting for you will be very less because you are going ahead in a CA firm with the BCom degree where your salary will be not more than like 12,000 15,000 per month. That will be enough for you when you are starting a job as Indian tax analyst at any CA firm. Suppose you are working in any MNC, okay, or any big firm, okay, where you are again doing return filing or maybe a documentation or like a back office work of any taxation, okay, after a BCom, again your salary will be range around 15 to 20,000 rupees per month. If we talk about the MCom, okay, or MBA where you get job at CA firm maybe, or any firm where you are working in a Indian taxation. Okay, in Indian taxation you can work in a direct taxation as well. You can work in a GST department as well. That is an indirect taxation. Okay, again that everything is good. Like if you talk about growth, that growth is little much slow. If we talk about Indian taxation, the Indian taxation is kind of stagnant. Okay, it is not that much hard. Okay, lot of individuals of Indian are filing their returns on their own. Okay, if I am a MBA, if I am a MCom, if I am a salary person, okay, my firm, okay, my company will file income tax for me. Okay, if I am working independently, then I can also file my return because that is easy. Okay, the calculation is easy for India. That's why the growth in Indian taxation is little slow compared to US. Okay, I'm not saying that there is a no growth in Indian taxation. Please do not get me wrong. Okay, there is a growth, but if we compare with US, then growth is little less. But if we talk about the salary, if we talk about growth in the money, if we talk about growth in the monetary kind of thing, then India is much behind. If we talk about in Indian taxation, okay, the salary will be less for Indian tax analyst compare for US tax analyst. Okay, we have talked about growth, we have talked about the self growth, like career growth. Okay, we have talked about again for the salary. Okay, now if we talk about the promotion, okay, then again the growth in promotion also is less compared to Indian taxation. If we talk about, suppose we talk about Deloitte has two entities: Deloitte USI that works for US taxation, and Deloitte India who works for Indian taxation, Indian audit, a lot of other things. Okay, if we go ahead and talk with the Deloitte people who are working in Deloitte India, and when we talk about people who are working in Deloitte USI, okay, you can see the difference between both in the compare of growth of salary, promotion, career, or any monetary policy or anything. It will be coming lesser compared to US. If we talk about the US taxation where I work currently, okay, the growth is phenomenal. Okay, how we can say the US taxation is so complex that very rare people of US are filing their tax return on their own. Okay, they need tax analysts, they need firm like big fours like Deloitte, KPMG, ZT, PwC, BDO, okay, and other firms as well who file their individual tax return or company tax return or corporate tax return if you talk about. Okay, again the growth is huge because it has the complex process compared to the India. And if we talk about the salary, the starting salary of any big force is not lesser than 4 lakhs. If we talk about the salary, the EY pays you less, but the growth is high. Okay, you get 1 year job, you do job in US taxation for 1 year, and in next year you can see yourself doubling your salary. I can guarantee you, if you have worked hard, if you have worked on your fundamental on the US taxation for last 1 year, then in next year I will guarantee that you can get double salary compared to Indian taxation. Okay, I have seen people who were working at my company for 4 lakhs, they got 10 lakhs of package at PwC for the same job. Okay, why? Because PwC or any big four love experienced people. If I am the experienced people, if I am having the experience, sorry, then company will need lesser energy to train me. Okay, and I can get to the work, I can get to the floor, and I can hit the floor very first day when I have joined. Okay, because everything remains same. Just changes are is there for like software. Some company use different software, some company use a different software. Okay, now we talked about our salary as well. The salary is bigger compared to the Indian taxation. If we talk about the promotion again is good compared to India. Okay, yes, in US taxation as well, you have to work like 5 to 7 years to get at the senior manager or manager level. Okay, and for manager level around 10 years you can get experience of, then you can shift. But by the time you reach to the manager level, your salary will be at top where you have not imagined yourself to be in the future. Okay, so if we talk about Indian taxation and US taxation, we have talked about growth, we have talked about salary, we have talked about promotion. Everything is covered already in this video. Okay, so if we talk about, if we say, sir, which career option we should choose between Indian taxation and US taxation, I will always prefer US taxation at higher and Indian taxation at lower. Okay, but that is not I don't mean that you should not choose job of Indian taxation. If you are getting a job of Indian taxation in the initial year, of course you should go ahead and take. Do not ignore any job. On later stage, you can switch to the US taxation if you want to. Okay, but the best career option between US taxation and Indian taxation is always US taxation compared with everything like promotion, salary, anything which you compare with the US taxation versus Indian taxation. Okay, now how you can get to the US taxation is very simple, guys. Okay, you can get after the BCom as well, you can get after the MCom as well, you can enter after the MBA as well. Okay, salary will be depending upon that at which stage you are getting into. Like after BCom, if you are getting, the salary will be lesser because you are having a lower degree. Okay, if you are getting into after the MCom and MBA, you are having the higher degree, so salary will be more compared to the BCom. So answer is simple, guys. Okay, so always choose the best option which you are having. Okay, now again, one caution I would like to give: not every individual can survive in US taxation. Okay, not every individual can survive into the Indian taxation. Now I will pros I have talked about for the US taxation. Now I will talk about the cons. Okay, see, if you are working in US taxation, you will have to work harder. Okay, compared to Indian taxation, US taxation is very complex. You have to give extra hours at work. You have to give extra effort at the work. Okay, you will have lesser work-life balance if we talk and compare about Indian taxation. Okay, so cons is always there with the pros. Okay, correct. Okay, so in US taxation you have to work harder, you have to work more if you want to get salary more. Okay, at any company, guys, if you want to get a higher salary, you have to work a higher time period. Okay, so that is all for this video. Hope you got the gist of this video, compare between US taxation and the Indian taxation. Please hit the like button if you like this video. Please hit the subscribe button, okay, and hit the bell icon so that you get a job update on time. Thanks so much, guys. Keep supporting, and I wish you a happy new year 2024.